Was good. So King Love, yeah. A speck of love when we're gonna be trading Nas. We may look at some other pairs as well since Nas already gave us a little twerk down. But yeah, she moved today. So I may look at gold and or Nas and some forest pair. Don't matter. But we can see that London really gave us like a small pullback. Then when we open, we kind of actually did we flip? That's what I don't like. Ha ha. So every deleter that shit can suck my balls. If it was me, I'll suck my own balls. What? Yo, tripping. But actually, this is the low, or the low that put this high in from yesterday. So this was the low that put. Well, this is the high that put this low in. This high put this low in. Then it gave us a high that didn't break structure. So just yet right there. So it pulled back, put this low in. So this is gonna be the S&D responsible for putting this overall high end right here. So you got pull back into that zone responsible for the breaking structure here. Came up, felt to make it high, felt the break structure. He gave us wicks, and I'm focusing on the 5 minute. How can you tell it's just wicks? Like, bro, you see how many times he came up here and came up to this high right here, and just didn't felt the break through. So I'm like, it's kind of implying that like when I'm zooming out like this, and like it's showing us this, or I see like a whole bunch of tests on that. It's just kind of like common sense that it's failing to break structure, so likely there's wicks down there, and you go in, yeah, wick, higher time frame, wick, closed up, immediately closed down, can another wick, so yeah, type shit. But so I'm really debating if I really want to trend today, or I just like just go over my just go back over what I've my foundation for my mentors is debating to do that for the next 2 days. So today is Tuesday, Wednesday. Uh, so till 22nd Friday, or I'll be I'm debating like to like lock in with that or just keep streaming it. Cause I can spot flips but how they look at their own order block is different, and that actually it actually refines their entry, or like it gives you more confluence on the entry of a flip. So high, low, pushed up. So up here you have a flip somewhere up here. High, low, high fail to be made. So my head, oh, this would be the open of the order block. You wait for a move down through it. Actually came down with this moment as well. Came up, came down, back down, delivered imbalance and also imbalance down here. But yeah, if you would enter on this one, you still would have been good. But this would have been the first one that it gave because this is the first candle. This candle here, this candle here is the first candle to break the low that was just put in. Then you're watching for the next candle. What is it doing? Does it tap into an imbalance? And you want this candle, or you want to see some kind of a gap or imbalance left behind on a breaker structure, or the next candle that trades down. So you could use this one or this one. That's why I pointed this one out as well, because it was after the breaker structure and gave you more displacement. But this is the earlier one, the first, well, like the first one I formed. So it's just for a preference because your stop loss would be above the third candle. Or this is the first candle form. You have a pass through, a candle pushing through that first candle, and the third candle doesn't eat up. It doesn't eat up or trade into the low of the first candle. So it leaves a gap. Uh, so that's an imbalance right there. And if you took one, two, three, so your stop loss would have been above here at the weak high. Well, not the weak high, but I would have went 1 to 1. 1 to 1. You're not allowed to do that. So that's prop firms doing that dumb shit. You're not allowed to trade like that. Hmm. Hmm. So this is the first flip. And this is gonna be the one of the harder things for me to notice for real. Like these kind of flips going back bearish. Like flipping bearish always been like difficult for me. And no matter how much I back tested or forward tested, it's always gonna be difficult for me to spot for real. Um but uh I watched a video yesterday and they kind of like kind of like confirmed something I've been saying. Like I don't something I didn't trust. I should have been trusting. Uh, so and it was this kind of move because here you don't have a close above a high. Like let me show you. So this high low. I'm expecting some kind of high to be taken. None of these highs were close above. It just it barely got up to like 50% of this like last move, and it came back down. Um, so in my head, yes, I'm expecting some kind of pullback into a zone, and it got to what is this? This zone right over here. What is this? Oh, imbalance. I don't know why that's there. I don't know when I put that there. I need to wake up a little bit. Um, he was just driving around. Yeah, I'm so tired though. But the ones that don't take a high then flip, that's the harder ones for me to spot. I actually take a high, not like intermediary structure highs. Like even though actually, I sound stupid now because these were the highs that it closed above just barely. So these wicks came up at a high and low, fell a break, finally got a close here, then immediate flip. So this actually, this would have been a second entry here. You got close. I'm gonna make it clear to y'all. So I actually might just back test this whole trading for real. 5 hours. That's good. Uh, but boom, 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 boom. So this is a high. I put that low in. Flip above it. This can see. There's a lot of flips that you could take. uh, Actually, this would be the high, but yeah, highest point, candle wick, a high lower than a high, then another high lower than a high in the middle. So that's really would have been the candle that had the high. So yeah, it's making more sense. That part, if I was seeing this live, it might have been easier, but um, I'm actually trying to study this. So this overall high that was put in low, other rally higher, came back lower, high, put this low, goes above. I mean, yeah, you could have took that. But with what I trade, I would have took it because I'm doing one on ones. Most people ain't gonna be aiming for more than one on one. Most of the time, you ain't gonna hit. Well, the win rate with a one on one is much higher. So unless you, unless you're trading with spread does affect you. I don't care. Like where you have your one, you have your one on one, like where yeah, when you enter, it's like automatic drawdown. So you need price to trade it above, like above where that spread was at. Say you're buying. Uh, Say this is the spread. This is the spread, and you got a candle pushing up. Oh, shit. This will, yeah, a candle pushing up in. Let me get this color. All right. So this is the spread. Let's just say this is the spread, and this is the candle pushing up, and you're trying to enter on the where the price is at. So hypothetically speaking, where price will be, this is an up candle. So we're saying price is still forming. This candle's this candle's still forming. So futures you could enter, you will be able to enter exactly at that where the price is at currently. But spread, you're gonna be all the way up here. So you could be in drawdown like off rip basically. Um but with your TP it transfers over to your TP as well. Um so since like this barely got the one on one, you likely with spread you would not have been taken out. Like more times than not with spread, you would not have been taken out of the trade. More times than not, you would not have been taking out your trade. Like if you would have, I'm telling you, like this is, and if you would have tried to buy here, market entry, likely spread would have been somewhere up here. So if you actually do one to one, it would have been like this. So it does affect your trade. It does, but that's my opinion, though. It's my opinion. I have a right to my opinion. Don't nobody care about your onions. What this man talk. Uh, but yeah, so this would be official. So this would have been when I say, all right. So I hope take off the arrow. So this high will make it like all right. So we'll have to see. So this is one, two, and three. One and threes wicks or highs. Their wicks or highs. That's the high is their wick. That is the highest point that I cannot reach before they came back down and closed down here. Uh, lower is below two or the middle candle right here, or the high of the candle in the middle. So that makes it like a high you can really trade from, especially if we get a close below the low, which we got here. And you're expecting to see an imbalance formed after it closes down below the low. So it left an imbalance. We immediately trade up into it. So you can enter off of consequent encroachment. Or I'm about to do this. Synonyms, because I'm about to switch up those terms. To what? All right. Collateral. Subsequent. Fuck. But so you can enter off 50% of that. Consequent encroachment is ICT's terminology. But your stop loss can be above the high or above the first candle that formed the imbalance. Could be right above the high. I personally would probably most likely put above the high. Doesn't really matter, but and so your targets within this could have been, well, if you're like really picky about partials, this low would have been your first one, then your second, then this imbalance, this 50% of the imbalance. Uh, 50% of this leg up. You can for real like, or you can say this the run of this low, which there's an imbalance right sitting below that. There's a lot of levels within. Well, after this imbalance, there's a few levels you can start choosing from to be a full TP. Uh, but whatever. But yeah, I'll likely just back test today. I really don't care about live market at the moment. Actually, I know what I'm doing. So I can back test on one side and record on another. I just have to use different charts. Let me see if this will affect it. All right, well, bet. So, all right, bet. Yeah. So I can record the live market moving on NAS while I back test. And it's also 10 o'clock, so this is a below, close below. 50-minute. I wouldn't be trying to trade nines for a silver bullet at the moment, unless you're trying to take a continuation lower. That's really it. Like I see a move like this, I'm just for real trying to find a continuation. This here, open. What did this reach up into? Reach up into yeah, it reached into the lower end of this zone here. This low to this high down that formed this low here. This low to this high. That put this low in. Came up, reach into the bottom of that zone, push down. So you could have caught an entry off of that. You just gotta know what you're looking at and know that you're trusting where your stop loss is gonna be. So it'll be all the way up here. So let's say you got it in somewhere, like not gonna be perfect. So you'll likely be somewhere down here. The stop loss would be above the high, the validated high. And this is the high right here. And you have been holding. 101 delivered. Yeah, you damn, I can't see no levels to the left. So yeah, I would just be to me I'll be 101. I've been good with myself. Some people do minimum 1 to 3. But hey, to each their own. To each their own. But random bar. I'm doing this so I can't see what the market's doing right over here. Alright. Alright, so we've been pushing down. This was a high, but low, high, low, failed to make a high. So this is still this here, this low, all the way up to here, to this high. It's still the range we're trading in. So you'll be expecting somewhere you'll be expecting the lows to be taken since it failed to make a high, but that's when you just gotta wait and see. So now you just gotta count swines. So that's high. Alright, click, man, click. Alright, so low, high, low, high, so 8, took the low. But it's never real clean body break it structure. But I'm not even trying to reprice, I'm just counting swings. We got flip here, fully on this down move here. So 1, so this would be the first one. 1 to 3 delivered. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe 4. I'm I'm skeptical about this area, but it came up, swept these equal highs, then made a new low. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're expecting a reversal, some kind of reversal. You get 4 through 6 uh, teams, continuations or swings. So yada 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 yada. Yeah. So highs all the way up here. Hit 50%. I would have delivered a 1-1. So we're at the high. That's the high. Close above. So I'm paying attention to this imbalance there. I just closed above or with the break structure. Should use this low as well. So you have the full zone now. Do, 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 and reach into it. I tweaking. Oh, doesn't it? It has a certain uh count count or something like that. Count back. Just so We are within a silver bullet time. This is London. High put in, low put in. Close. You left multiple imbalances. But likely you're not getting no entry or tapping back in down to here. Dude. You, if you try to take entry here, I would have been stopped out. So it did tap into that imbalance. Alright, so alright, that's why it's before the time change. So I'm hide it. What would you this yeah. So you stopped out if you took this. If I would have took this. But 1 2 1, watch. You gonna see how many times 1 on 1 hits, even if your directions ends up being wrong for the longer move. If that shit does it. This shit pissing me off, bitch. Retracing. Test. It should be, yeah, it's testing this low one more time. So, oh, they updated this even more. Bad. Thank you. So we flipped here. So this is one, two, anticipating three. Because I'm signed in to my paper trading. It's gonna be annoying though, seeing that shit. Um, I'm out here doing. Hold on, I'm out here doing all this brain power, all this stressing out. Man, I could have just done this. Hold on, and being cool. So, got a break here. The high. This is this is the high. Now we're waiting for a break below this low, and this is the high. Well, we actually flipped up again. We had to flip back down, so I'm not using that. Read it, read it. So boom, pull back. What is it tapping into? Trend line, trend line, this trend line fib. Um, Tap into the S&D responsible. Stay stoic. Hey, I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna surprise it. Surprise you with it. Just know one day it's gonna take practice. You know, one day I got you. Um, Tap into the S&D. This is the high. That would be 1 and 3. Me 1 to 1. 1 and 1. 1 to 1. 1 and 1. You get it. Like I'm not finna be fighting. I'm not gonna be fighting with TradingView because like all the other days it will let me do it, but for some reason today is being a dickhead. Um, one move down. let me not confuse you. Pull back into where? Into where? SD responsible. Drop. Actually, I'm gonna rename this one. What was the colors that stood out on this? Uh, uh, uh. Hey, I do want to. When did I take? I don't know when I caught that move on gold, but it was I was getting clapped left and right, but I knew gold was gonna like it was gonna do it. This was a while ago. It was gonna do this setup. Like I was trying to do this, but I didn't know exactly what I was fucking looking at. But gold was going to do pretty much do this move, but I was not aware of S&D responsible. Um, or aware how to really. I was just learning how to read candlestick structure. The dumbest thing you could do is try to do that shit in the live market. And I tell you, when I tell you, when I tell you, when you first learn candlestick structure, please don't go in the fucking live market. Please, you'll save yourself so much mental weathering. Like, but please don't do that. Just forward test it without placing the trade, and until you get consistent. But yeah. So that's three. And I believe this got up to like the 25% area, 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 yeah, area, yeah, area, area, area. So likely I may have not taken this, but that's what I forgot to do. Ooh. So I'm gonna take off this. Let me, because I'm pretty sure I'm not buying your thing. I'm not buying it. So, even though it's my favorite number. Why can't I remember Stoic? I'm just put that in. And what? Well, that makes sense because it's like a ideology or something like that. It's I can't think of the word philosophy yet. That still was probably the right word, ideology. I just didn't like a whatever. So TA. I'm thinking it's TA, but someone on my stream said was talking about TT trades and Stoic trade. Doi. That's funny as freak. Um, when did I subscribe to this dude? I don't remember subscribing to him, but it's whatever. The only trading model you ever need, swing for There's a certain one I want to see. Likely, I'll watch this because if I'm gonna be using that, I gotta understand what his thought process was. And no, I'm not enjoying it. No disrespect, but if I didn't join Dave's, what makes you think I'm gonna join someone else? I'm Mr. Frisky, King Frisky. Um, because all it really takes is bad testing, like especially when when you know what you're looking at now. Like, I'm not gonna need that. This playlist. I think you do one of the silent teams. Uh, psychology research. Okay, I'm just go with what I'm doing. I'm gonna watch that video later. That I'll go ahead and watch later. Um, so when I do this, What's the next thought I have to give myself? Uh, oh yeah. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get back to this, but this is the reason I went out of the daily. High, low. So we are within a bullish zone. Expecting price to come back up higher, take out this high. So this is a high, and it just put a low in yesterday. So it could be trading to this wick. If it takes out that 50% of it, that wick, we'll likely see more bearish prices. But we also do have a imbalance sitting right below it. Boom, boom. And it's been trending bullish. Yeah, this trend line building, pulled back, went up, trace, expecting a higher move. But I look different. You for real can draw these on every time frame. For real. Uh, uh, Actually, it didn't give us a low just yet. It just retraced. It's gonna do. It had to. Hold on. Nope, didn't. Crazy. So it didn't give you opportunity to even draw one on 1 hour. So yeah, it didn't give you opportunity to draw one. Boom. Hey Queens, I'm back to the things. Um oh, you dropped a hint. I believe. Scarlett, I'm laughing because like I'm finally like teens. Um 2400. So that's gonna be your color. Fits it. At least it's not like the red I was using for my drawings. I like it. It's close to orange. It looks like orange. And that good orange I like. Yeah. Um, that actually does stand out too. I like that. With scarlet red. That's but it was implied. Hold on. Think better for. I'm gonna use you as it's gonna be one and two, since you can switch it up. You can switch up a lot of things. That's regular scarlet. Now y'all don't want to show me. Focus. Lock in. Lock in these nuts. Make sure. That's really they both pop out, even though I'm even using red for that. This. However, they won't get in the way of it. but we're gonna let it ride. That felt good. You see it broke trend line, so we could be pulling back to. Actually, we could be taking the highs to maybe tap into an imbalance somewhere up in here, or you can just sweep a high, come back down. Tings, 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 tings. But if we narrow it down, this was a high put in, this is the low put in. Lows. Tiny, it's tiny, 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 tiny. No tip. Tiny imbalance right here. I wonder if they do that on purpose. But stop loss below the candle that first forms it or begins it. 1 to 1 would have been hit. But let's look to the left. So this was the high that was put in. So you could target this high that has not been taken out for partials and target this fractal. Then this area here. Or after these two, you could target just the overall high sitting up here. Is this the kind of entry Michael was talking about? Like this is most likely the low of the day or of the week, I could say. I don't know. I can't think into the future like that, but where is so what time is it? 10:45. So 7 to 10 would be the previous session I'll be focused on. So we got 5 side of sitting over here, and 7 to 10, 2 to 5. This would be London. Sitting right above that. Then 7 to 9 p.m. Asia. So those are out of swept. So yeah, those are the real like previous session levels that could be ran to. Let's just see. Boom, 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 boom. They very well could, because there's not a lot of valve sitting in these areas. And this is this fur up here is the last zone that's sent everything down, and it drop. What goes down like this must come up like that. Uh, Not exactly like it, but it will makes it makes. it will make its way up there. I don't know how people get. Well, they probably get cooked by people. But I've seen people on a train getting mad about their stuttering. They have like some video going. Um, but lock in. All right, so we let that go. That might take 5 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour, 4 hours, something like that. But it's not my. Oh shit! Wait. Hold on, I forgot what I was doing over here. I forgot this was still going. Um, I was not this far down on. I do not think. I think I stopped after I made the. I'm gonna use the first one for now because I like that. I feel like that color. Um, I'm still using this high because we didn't get deep enough retracement for real. Especially back into the zone, we kind of just tapped the low end of it. So this is the unmitigated zone. So I'll draw it from that. All right, now let's get back into that. All right, so pause. What do we see it here at the bottom? We have a high put in, a weak high. That took out a low. Also left in a balance within that. On the way up, it did not take this high out just yet. It wicked it, so it fell to break, came down. So you shouldn't have been buying just yet. Also, since it didn't make any kind of imbalance on its way up, but when it actually finally did break through, it left in the balance right here. So tapped in. Let me see. Well, let me do this real quick. See if 101 would deliver it. You just saw all that price. I don't remember it though. Trust me, I don't. Trust me, I do not remember that shit. That's fucking hell. Yeet. If I remembered, I wouldn't have done that. But that's just a reminder to stay with. If it's a trend going down, we're still just coming back up to it. Stick with the actual trend. That's just a reminder to me, and that's why. So this was the high, low. Doesn't need to close. It doesn't need to close. Actually, bruh. And this is one of the things. This here. Alright, so these moves like this. So came up to a zone or area, flat area, whatever you want to call it. Came back down. We wicked into the zone. So we have a high put in, low put in, felt to make a high. So this is why I say low put in, high put in. Low put in, high felt to be made. then we get pushed down. These are the type of things I struggle to really notice and trust. So with this move here, so but this is an imbalance that it will be taken. And the reason I struggle to really notice it before it actually takes off is because it hasn't taken out a low that I'm expecting it to take out. But logically speaking, when a high is felt to be traded to, the low is likely to be ran. Like that's like logic, but I'm expecting to see a flip, like a obvious flip, like so trade up, trade down through it, then we go like that. That's what I'm expecting to see, but it doesn't do that. So this is what is it? Different variations to it, and this is one of the harder ones for me to pick up on for real. So but if I stay with what I'm seeing, like the trend, until we actually see a breakout. So this is the weak high. This is the one, two. The actual high is all the way up here. So that's even, bro. That's even more reason I should have been trying to take a buy from that. But stick with that. So trend line, trend line, fib, trend line, fib. I mean, I really don't need fib, but fib helps. I'm gonna use a fib. Trend line, fib. All right, that was slow. Make sure nothing. So yeah, it's good. I don't know why it's doing all that. Why is it? Yo, 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 yo. Hold on. It's got to be the reason. Uh, Let me see if this will fix it. Because I'll be using a high. This is a real settings I'm supposed to be using for it, but I use good quality because like good quality tissue better. Time mark 10:55 or an hour into it. So 10:55 or an hour into it. 4:30 a.m., 4:45, 5 a.m., 5:15, 5:30, 5:45, 6 a.m. I was just reading that for the testing purposes. Um, I'm not gonna be able to hear it, but yeah. Uh, what the? Did I have that on? Yes, I'm hiding that. That junk is annoying. All right. But I can go to settings. This is going to show me how to get the settings. I didn't even need to go to full settings. It was sitting right there. Trackers. Started. And this is AI generated. This is AI photo, so don't. It's not a real woman. It is actually. They didn't even AI does not listen sometimes. I said um you know how lock characters like say you play WWE back in the day, or and the character is locked because you haven't played enough of the story mode or whatever, you haven't unlocked them. It was supposed to just be a person like that, but it generated this. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna use it. That's backstory on that. And then like the look in the eyes is like it's like a depressing type shit. So it went with the title and the feel of it. So yeah. You see this candle tapped into it and balance. One on one with a hit. It may taking one on ones would help me be comfortable with just entering a trade. But yeah. And all I gotta do, like when it's moving like this, all I gotta do is really track where the real high is at. And currently, this was a high that put that's low in, and we will wait for another validated high to be put in. And again, cause we get sideways movement, so we could end up coming up higher. So we just got to close above it, but we didn't take out a low, so this could just be a retracement. But let's see. Well, we took out a low here, consolidated, then went up, so that could be a flip. But we wait the low, so it could just be reaching up into something up here to come lower. And what didn't I do? I didn't draw the fifth. balance. One-on-one would have hit, and if you get that direction wrong on this candle, got tapped in, one-on-one hit, pull back in. Now you could begin to move lower. You gotta take this slow though. You would be targeting. You could target these lows here. Bro, this probably this is probably one of my favorite ones, bro. I'm not. I'm mad I made it this one. The stop loss one. It's probably my favorite one because it's like, bro, it just gets you lifted, bro. Man, it's like a carry that makes you like feel like you're transcending up. But um, it was when it was when I paused something, like I paused an instrument, then I just brought it back. I don't think it was a kick I stopped. Might have been a base. I believe it was a pad. I believe. Or I switched something up. It was something, but wait. All right. This would be one. And this would be the low. This would be the low. And I would be trying. All right. That's how I would be drawing it. This also delivered 1-1 when it came back up into this zone here. Nice. Did not? Did I not? It gave you a low here. Also one up here. well. Wait, no, it didn't. Uh, bro, it didn't get close below a low, and this low was being put in. It didn't close below, so you're expecting these to come back and be ran. Actually, never mind. So when the low, when you're expecting the low to be taken, that it doesn't get taken. Expecting high to be taken. So high put in, low put in, came back, tested, and we broke trend line. So, bruh, I wish I didn't see that stoic tweet with the parabola. Bruh, that oh well, it's not that deep. But if you don't know what that is, it's just a curve like that, and it's like a whole bunch of percentages that you learn that in math class if you pay attention in there. Um, and but on the edges, you have 1%, and in the middle it's like 34, 62, something like that. But most people fall within this area. And he was saying like the fair value gaps, imbalances people fall within here. Um, I fall within here and the 1%. I combine these, but you really don't need to if you with his like you trade how he trades, you don't need to because he could real simply just do this like a trend line, uh, then use his S&D responsibly, be good off of that. And you see many times he 1-on-1 would hit off of it, and I likely will go into that because that's like even though I hate that the patience game within that, it pays like consistently with that. But but I took this understanding like the 1%, most people within here, then another 1% over here. When I pick out groceries and stuff, I use that logic because people be touching a lot of shit unnecessarily, and some people be doing goofy shit in the stores. So I try to find when it's like many rows, when it's like a lot of rows or something. I would go to the edges, then I would remove like the first one or two bottles on that, like around that edge. Then I'll grab the bottle like so like the third bottle back on that on that side. So it's like the only person that touches is a person that put that stock like That's my logic in that. You're paranoid. Nah, people just be dirty. Okay, you want to do it the first time, all right? But I don't want to delete that. Okay, okay. Play that. Play that. Alright, so we can take this pullback a little bit more serious now. It formed an imbalance on the break when it actually broke on this bearish candle. It also gave you a wick. You can use that as long as there's an imbalance. It tapped into that balance, moved down, but it gave you another one. Hold on. Man, I could be forgetting to pause this. Give you another imbalance here that you can enter off of for the move down. Oh, it actually gave you an imbalance. Yeah, it gave you an imbalance, but that's not where I was trying to say. It gave you an entry up here. So, well, low, high put in, low put in. So high put in, then this is the low put in. So came up with the high, felt the gold button. So you're expecting it to reach in something to come back up and test the high one more time. Which it did. It tapped into this area here to come up. It failed to go above that. Then you got to trade below or just move down right here. But when it broke this low, it left in a balance. So the next candle, you're seeing if it will trade up into that, which it did. Tapped in. Stop also been up here. Me 101. You do what you want. And I'm using this low because it's just a short-term low. Like what I told you, what I usually deem a low. You know. And it was actually a refresher that I got from ICT's video 3 of his 2022 model, um, or playlist video 3. Um, so and he like not like I went back to watch it for like just a refresher or see if I was missing anything because there has been some gaps that I've been noticing and usually that there just helped me like determine like all right what lows can I ignore and what lows can I really pay attention to. And this what like that explanation when he said it was just it's real refreshing because it was something I learned way back when I first started. Way back when I first fucking started. Um, but so actually, I'm gonna take the time out and actually draw it. So let's say I'll use this example. So actually, I can just do this for real. Make it black. We're focused on these three candles right here. So actually, since that's perfect. So this candle here, all I'm using that is because it has a low on it. It has a wick on the bottom of it, which gave it a low. The low is 20,236.5. So this is the lowest point that candle went to before it came back up to do whatever it had to do before it closed. So this is the low. This was the high put in. Low put in, high put in. This candle closed here. Closed. So so it opened here and wick hold on, wick down, then came up, put a high in. That's the highest point it went to before it had to do whatever else it had to do before it closed here. So the next candle opens where the previous candle closes. Shouldn't be that hard to understand. Alright. So You're the one to talk. Low, high, low, high. Put in this candle close here and open. Came up and put a wick in, so it gave a high before it had to do whatever else it had to do before it closed. And whatever else this candle had to do was go bearish. That's what it had to do. Um, so put a low in, but I'm using this wick here to prove that this is a high that can be used, or that form. So I'm gonna draw it one more time and walk you through it, because I'm gonna draw it the correct way I need to. So this is a low, this is the high. This candle opened, put a low in, then came up, put a high in, then closed below the high, but it's still up close candle, so it's a bullish candle. So the next candle opened. The next candle opened, wicked up, then it went lower. That'll look a little bit better. So you see the mini Head and Shoulders, the mini Head and Shoulders. I'm just playing. That's what retail call it, but they just put a high in here, then you have a a higher high, a wick higher than the previous high here. Then you have another high, but it's lower than the highest part. So you need the middle one to be hot, the highest wick. The middle candle has to be the highest wick, and vice versa. So if I can flip this, I will. I invert it. No. But we have bearish examples, or yeah, we have examples of a low. But this will be a high on the 1 minute. Like if you have questions about it, you can use that as a high on the 1 minute. Um, so yeah. Bum, 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 bum. 11:25. That's what I was trying to look at. But we don't need this. So how 1-to-1 would have delivered? I would, me personally, I would have thought this zone here would have been enough, or would have held, or another move up. But you see, candles just, well, this candle, first we gotta wake into it, and this next two candles just start digging deeper into it. So, and all we had was what? Got to flip, high low. It flipped on this one, two. So yeah, I would have been expecting another move up, but it could be just coming down to take these lows out now. But hey. So this is the high. And likely when you have something this kind of long ways, like this long ways out, then likely you'll end up having to adapt to one. So We just haven't got a real pullback. It's just been dropping. So strong trend. Is just moving away from the trend line that you have. So you could be trying to take trades like imbalance off of imbalances for 1-to-ones, but that's not what I trade. So I'm not. Yeah, do what you want. Auto trade continuation of imbalances, like imbalances off of continuation. If that makes sense. So the price is already moving in this direction. I'm not trying to take an imbalance, a trade off an imbalance for it to continue lower. So we just had a low put and shut close. So we could be tagging something up into here to come back down. Get free cap. So do you see? So you can find it. Then respect this. Take it. So short term close. See this. Did not want to pull back into that, and this is coming back down. So hey. Took the high, low. We have a hidden S&D, but we don't have a gap. 930. That's where that wick came from. And also, it just gave us a low, another low here. So I didn't have to move it. I just accidentally clicked it. I was like, bro, I'm not finna fix it. Uh, these moves up, it didn't give you a real entry, any kind of entry to up here when we close above the high here. So you could enter on that imbalance, stop loss. This is the low that was actually put in. That's a weak low that you'd be using, but you could have it down here for that low. 1-to-1 was delivered, but so I put in close above, so this below, down, put the low in, failed. This was a pullback, but it didn't give you a real deep pullback. High, low, sideways, gave you another low. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Sounding like pizza. Just kidding. Um, I put in here. Yeah, below. It ain't give you no imbalance. There's no imbalance to be taken. So, or there's no imbalance form, so there's no trade to be taken. So, expect higher prices. And also came back to where zone responsible. I brought it to it. You know, there's also an imbalance in right here below it. But I was talking about an imbalance to see if it was ready to go lower. But um, so I wonder if what a 101 had delivered. Yeah, what if you had it before? So yeah, pow, 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 pow. Let's see if we get a close now through it. But it looks like we're wicking again. All right, so we got close. We're leaving a. Let's see what the next candle does. It didn't leave us in a balance. Uh, but we do have a tiny 1 cent right above it here. here, but I don't like how the previous candle before this candle here put a low in. This wick ate up that imbalance. A weak high, low put in, close below. Alright, so we flipped up, back bullish. This could be an entry. And this was between 10 and 11. This is New York silver bullet, or was. Should be out of it soon. So, we had a high put in, low put in. Took out the weak high. I'm trending towards the weak low. We wicked it. Still no imbalance though. Still wicking. Got close. Pull it back. We took out this low. This is live market, by the way. So we could be aiming for this high now. Tapping you in. 1-to-1 delivered. High. I'm using 50% of that wick. That's manipulative. Like that's a huge wick up. So, boom. Got low put in, high put in. Got the high. Might have to use that. Learning. Learning. But it's still getting back up. Yeah, we're ranging. We failed to take out a high, and we failed to take out a low. So we just be kind of sus with it. So we wicked above the high. So it could be tapping into something down here to come back up. Take my word for it. Next, we just had this low come up, and we just had this low taken. Could get retracement. I want to see a low taken and going like that. So when it does that and quote unquote try to form as a flip, but it doesn't leave no imbalance, likely that's a pullback like this side. I want to see this little taken. It just gave us a high that we could use again. Yeah. So use more. They're trying to push it now. Mm. could be some kind of reaction around this area now. Because I have tested like when we get a pullback from a trend line that I've drawn, I've seen other like that I've drawn. Usually we get a reaction. So let's say we broke it. Usually we get a reaction when we come back up onto it. So let's just see if we do. We are getting weakness signs from it. We ran equal highs, gap above it, right around here, somewhere. It's somewhere around here. But yeah, you already see the reaction coming from it. This jump been going. My fault. Um, but I'm low key and burned out looking at price, but so I'll be back. I'm gonna be look at just chill, watch some videos, and I'll be back onto it. But yeah, stay true, stay loving for a few hours.